Hi lovelies, you're welcome back to my channel. Thank you again for stopping by. You make this channel lively, it's because of you that I'm creating this. If you don't watch my video, I won't be creating. So I'm so glad and I'm happy that you are here once again. Thank you so much. So today we are making something very, very juicy. So this is my go-to Christmas roasted chicken. This is perfect for Christmas Day, family dinners, or when you just want a proper juicy chicken on the table for your food. Look at this chicken. This is golden. This is juicy. This is full of flavor. This is the kind of chicken that makes people ask questions before they even sit down. I mean, it's so appealing. It's so appetizing. You want to dig in and start eating. Anyway, do not mind my long story. Let me just go on and show you exactly how I make mine. Let's start from the beginning, shall we? First things first, we are working with a whole chicken here, okay? Wash your chicken properly and pat it dry with kitchen towel, because when you dry the chicken, it helps the skin to crisp up nicely in the oven. You don't want to marinate with a wet chicken, so go on to have a dry chicken. And once that's done, set it aside and let's go on to mix our seasoning. For this recipe, I'm using chili flakes, onion powder, garlic powder, seasoning powder, smoked paprika, and salt. This is the dry ingredients. Now mix everything together. Mix it really well and set it aside. And for the butter mix, go on to melt your butter, but don't get it too watery. You want it melted. So if you melt it too much, you can leave it aside to set and thicken a little bit. You want it to be a bit thick. And then you can go on to add olive oil if you need that. I'll show you why I added olive oil to mine, but here I haven't added olive oil yet, so let's go on. The next thing you're going to do is to chop your herbs. Now let's go over to that. I'm using fresh herbs here. I've got sage, parsley, rosemary, and thyme, and I'm going to be chopping them one after the other. Divide your herbs into two parts. One part will go into the marinade and the other part will go into the chicken cavity. So one part is the part you'll be chopping and the other part you leave that. Normally I would add basil as well, but the weather has not been friendly to my garden, so I couldn't get any today. But if you have basil, go on to use it. If not, dried herbs, they work perfectly fine as well, or you can get from the stores. Now chop your herbs finely, very fine. You want it very fine, okay? I also added some spring onions and chopped those ones finely. Now add your chopped parts into the bowl and then add some of the dry seasoning that we mixed earlier. Now mix everything together. If the mixture feels too thick, just go on to add a little more melted butter or olive oil. So yeah, this is where you add olive oil. I'm going to be adding olive oil later in this recipe, so pay attention. And now go on to add your olive oil. I added olive oil here. This marinade, you want it to be thick, but not too thick. You don't want it to be runny as well. So go on and do that. Mix everything. You want it rich, you want it to be spreadable as well. Now over to the chicken. Let's prepare that. Using a spatula or your fingers, you need to carefully create pockets under the chicken skin, especially around the breast area. So you need to be gentle. Go in with your spatula, go in with your finger, and gently lift the skin. You don't want to tear the skin, okay? Once you've created those pockets, take some of the marinade. You remember the one we mixed with the butter? Now stuff it under the skin. You need to push it in properly. So put a chunk in there and gently massage everything into the chicken, because this is what is going to keep the chicken breast juicy and full of flavor. You don't have to be stingy with your marinade. You need to be generous, okay? Spread that out, marinate everything. Then after that, take some of the marinade and rub it all over the chicken, outside or inside or everywhere, from the neck all the way down. Massage it properly. Now let's move to the cavity. I'm going to be adding some of the marinade inside the cavity as well. But if you're running low on the wet marinade, you can also sprinkle in some of the dry seasoning, the one we mixed before mixing it into butter. So go on to add that. You can also salt it as well. You want this very well seasoned. You don't want to have it an unseasoned chicken, okay? Go on to season your chicken properly. Now the goal here is to have moisture and flavor from inside out. So you need to fill up that cavity. Okay, stuff them in very well. So once you've put the marinade, the next thing you're going to be adding is the aromatics. So I'm using onions, red apple, and orange. You can use whatever you have. Citrus fruits, they're amazing for chicken. They're gonna keep your chicken moist, and it's going to give you that beautiful aroma when you're roasting it. So go on to fill up your cavity nicely. Check what you've got in the fridge. Fruit, proper fruit. Don't just add anything. Just add basic things. Don't be too much, okay? Don't be too much. Just add basic things. And once this is done, it's gonna keep your chicken juicy from the inside, and it's going to make your chicken smell amazing, and it stops the chicken from drying out as well. Now you need to tie the chicken, okay? Use a kitchen rope to tie the legs together tightly. This is going to keep everything in place. You know, the things that are in the cavity can fall off. So securing the leg this way helps everything to stay together. It's also going to help the chicken to cook evenly. Now, go on to secure the wings as well so that the wings don't burn. You don't want it to be charcoal before the other parts of the chicken is ready to be eaten. At this point, you are done with marinating. Just put that aside. If you have time, you can leave this for like 30 to 1 hour. If you have more time, you can leave it overnight. So you can do this tonight and then you cook tomorrow morning. But if you're short on time, don't worry. If you cook it this way, it's still flavorful. You can just cook it straight away. Now before we move on, let's check that the oven is good to go. You want your oven to be preheated, okay? 180 degrees. And next now I'll be going is to prepare some vegetable bed. Again, I'm using what's in the fridge. And I've got carrots, I've got parsnips, celery, sweet potatoes, and onion. I'll also be adding some of the orange and apple, just the way I added it in the cavity. I'm going to be adding everything here. Now chop everything into big chunks. Line your roasting tray with some pepper or foil, and then add your vegetable. Season it with the mixed marinade we had earlier. Season it lightly and mix together. So these vegetables are going to be cooking in the chicken juice. You know, when the chicken is dripping those juices, this vegetable is going to be cooked in them. So trust me, they'll be very, very tasty. Now place the chicken on top of the vegetable and go over the chicken one last time with the remaining marinade. Make sure every part is covered. I also drizzle a little extra olive oil on top so that this will help with browning and prevent the chicken from burning as well. Now cover the tray tightly with foil and place it in the oven. The cooking time, I would say, depends on the size of the chicken you have. This one right here is almost 3 kg, so it is big. I had to cook it for longer time. But the rule normally for chicken is you cook it 40 minutes. We do 20 minutes per kg and then 20 extra minutes for you to dry out. So the smaller the chicken, the lesser the time you use. So for this chicken, I had to cover it in the oven and then I left it there to cook for about 40 minutes. So after 40 minutes, take the chicken out and carefully open the foil. Go on to baste the chicken with the juices at the bottom of the tray, because doing this is going to keep the chicken moist. It adds flavor to it and it helps the skin to brown evenly. After basting, cover it back up and return it into the oven. And then after another 20 minutes, I'm going to be removing the foil completely. Baste again using the juices from the tray, and then leave the chicken uncovered this time so that it can brown and crisp up. The chicken is almost ready. We just want it to crisp up at this point. Return it to the oven for another, say, 10 to 15 minutes. At this point, trust me, your kitchen is going to be smelling amazing. Everyone outside will be wondering what is happening inside your house. Honestly, but the aroma alone, it will tell you that your chicken is very serious. It means business today. Now go on to check the temperature. The chicken should reach 75 degrees at the thickest part. So when you take that the breast side, chicken breast, insert your temperature checker, the thermometer, and check for 75 degrees Celsius. But don't worry if you don't have thermometer. If you look at your chicken, you will know when it's ready. You will see it. It's clear. The juices will just be there. You will just know. And you see the beautifully golden skin. So you don't even need the thermometer to check if your chicken is ready. But if you've got one, go on to insert that. And you want to make sure that it's at least 75 degrees Celsius. Now take the chicken out and look at that. Can you see how juicy and shiny this chicken is? Oh my days, this looks so good. This chicken is perfect for your Christmas table. You can serve this with the roasted vegetables. You can serve this with gravy. You can serve this with rice. You can serve this with whatever sides you love. Look at how crispy the skin is. Look at the color. Look at the juices. Well, it is time to leave the chicken to rest, okay? Because that resting is very important. It's going to allow the juice from the chicken to settle back into the meat. If you cut it too early, all the juices will just run out. So you want to leave the juice to soak in very well in the chicken. And this is it. You see this roasted so well. You see how easy the legs are coming off. You see how soft and juicy this is. This is so good. And let's check out the breast. You see how the breast is soft, tender, and is full of flavor. My God, this chicken, and it tasted so nice as well. It tasted so good. This is not a dry chicken. This is Christmas chicken done right. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you try out this recipe. Let me know what you think when you do try it, and let me know if you're going to be trying it. If you make your chicken this way this Christmas, you will not regret it. This is a sure recipe to save. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.